Hello. We had to post I was going live and oh well. Obi Welby one Kenobi. Yeah, so I'm just seeing a lot of ads. Not just ads, but posts. Everybody running around talking like alcohol is the problem when it's not the problem. You're the problem. There you go. There's your answer. Thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it. Alcohol was not the problem. It was the solution to your problems. Yeah. It's another misnomer going around. Oh, alcohol is a problem. Alcohol is a problem. Blah, blah, blah. And then all we do is focus on alcohol. And guess what? We get nothing. We get nothing out of the deal. Yeah. All right. Let's kind of get started on this. This isn't going to be too awfully long. I'm going to be on with Take 12 Radio here in about 50 minutes. I know that sounds like plenty of time to get ready, but it's, I got to do this too. So welcome to Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. We have a kitty cat who wants attention. Oh, meow. It's such a cute little meow it is. Welcome to Daily Trudge. If you're here, please say hello. I'll watch it, dude. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Do you want some attention, huh? He's like, I want to be on camera today, Dad. Even my grandkids are like that too. They're like, I want to be on camera until it's time, and then they get all shy. And I'm like, don't worry about it. There ain't nobody here. Like maybe 1, 2 people here. Oh, so my daily reflections book, it busted apart years ago, and I cannot find the current one. It's gone. Here, I'll show you how it looks. It's in bits and pieces. Here's a piece. Here's a piece. Here's a piece. And none of them are August 11th. Is it in here? No, that picks back up on October. So I know I can grab it from everything. There's plenty of places that I can grab it from. So I might still, but today I saw something. Dude, when you do that, you use your nails and it hurts. So let me help you a little. All right. So let's get started, shall we? Should we do that, Keaton? Should we? Will you do some speaking for me? Will I speak on the topic? He's like, no, I'm like a person with my camera turned off in at a Zoom meeting. All right. So alcohol kind of is the problem, though, right? It's just I mean, in the beginning, it was a solution to our problems. And really, even in the end, we were still trying to use it as a solution for our problems. Here's the problem with alcohol, with using alcohol to solve your problems. It's a dissolution. It dissolves things. That is alcohol's job. It's his actual job. It's a cleaning. We use it to clean. This removes 99.9% of bacteria. It's the alcohol. It's the alcohol. Try putting some try putting a dirty penny in some ethanol alcohol. Watch what happens. Gasoline, partly alcohol. Would you drink gasoline? Isopropyl alcohol. Got that. Got rubbing alcohol. Right. Isopropyl alcohol. When it hits air, it starts to dissolve. That's why it works well for us. All right. But it is alcohol's original job is to clean things. Hard to clean things too, like getting grease off your car, huh? But we're going to use it's also considered a poison, right? I don't know when you grew up, but even in the cartoons, You'd see an alcohol bottle and it would have triple X on it. And triple X before it got perverted into a you know, like rated R, rated PG, till it became that. Before that, what it meant was poison. It meant do not drink, do not consume, do not put it on your skin, don't put it in your eyeballs, shove it up your nose, right? Don't dip your toe in it. That's what it means. Well, what did alcohol do to your life? What is the exact thing that it did? It did its job, didn't it? It dissolved your life. Right? But alcohol didn't dissolve your life. You did that. Maybe, here's a couple of the dangers of alcohol and what happens. The first thing it does is it lowers your inhibitions. Right? Now we're going to talk about the drunk horse thief here because it's a fantastic example. One day I'll come up with another example so I can mix it up a little bit for you. All right. And you probably heard it. You probably, yeah, Dion, I know about the drunk horse thief, but do you? Hold on, my cat's playing with a push pin, and I think I'm going to get it. Hold on. You cannot play with that. Mister, I like to pull stuff out from the walls and play with push pins because I'm crazy in the head. Right. Oh, you want a push pin too? Yeah. 3 of the cats are in here. So the first thing it does is it lowers your inhibitions, right? So let's say Dion's working with a friend and his friend is a drunk horse thief. Now, is this person always a horse thief? No, but they had a proclivity for wanting to get away with shit. You ever met a kleptomaniac? A kleptomaniac is somebody that steals just for the fun of it. They're not even really stealing because they need it or anything else. They do it because it's fun. And in this case, that's what we're dealing with. Okay. So what happened? Well, his morals told him that it's bad to steal, right? Because I know you think you know the drunk horse thief, but we don't think enough about it. So I'm going to add to it. So the first thing is that he does a really good job until his teens about not stealing horses. He may have gotten in some trouble in the meantime. Maybe he's stolen a candy bar, little things, little lies, these little things. These are indicators to bigger things. Kind of like most serial killers torture animals as kids. Right? Because killing humans is bad, but killing animals doesn't seem to. Nowadays, yeah, you're still gonna get your ass whooped on that one now too, which is good. Okay. So what happens? Well, this person starts getting around some of his peers, and alcohol is introduced into their life. Their inhibitions get lowered, and the first thing that they do is they go steal a horse. But here's the problem: they get away with it. They get away with stealing the horse. The excitement has ensued. Oh, what a great night. Oh, I had so much fun tonight. Do you know how much fun it was stealing that horse, getting away with it, riding in the wind? He takes it to the horse thief broker place, sells it for a little bit of money, but he doesn't care about the money. Now, what is the money for? The money is to buy more alcohol to lower his inhibitions to steal more horses. Now, do you see the problem? Do you see where the problem lies in with the alcohol itself? Beyond that, there is more. We're talking about alcoholism here. Put away that pocketbook. There's more. What happens next? Well, the alcohol is going to the reward center. So the brain is saying stealing horses is good. The next thing that happens is it becomes a habit. Oh my God, I got to steal horses. If I don't steal a horse tonight, I'm going to die. If I don't get my thrill, if I don't get what it is that I need, if I'm not getting what I seek, are you starting to hear the selfishness? Oh man, and doesn't it sound ridiculous? Oh man, if I don't get my horse, I'm gonna die, man. I'll go crazy. And he will do whatever he can to make sure that there is a horse that is stalling. Finally, one day he's had enough. Dion, I've had enough of this drinking. I can't do this drinking anymore. It's destroying my life. It's driven everybody out of my life. Nobody will believe me anymore. Everybody hides their horses from me. Okay, I'll help you. I'm going to give you a room. Now I sober this person up. You know what the first thing they're going to do? You want to know the first thing they're going to do? They'll wait till I fall asleep, and in the middle of the night, they're going to steal away with my horse. No alcohol needed. Wasn't the alcohol. Alcohol was not the problem. It was the stealing of the horses. See, that person would do anything to steal my horse. And it gets worse. They come back with the horse. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to steal the horse. And they didn't. They wanted to get sober. They really, really fucking did. They wanted to get sober. They wanted to stop, but they didn't want to stop stealing horses. No change, no change. The disease of alcoholism lies in my brain. Is there something wrong with chat? Because nobody's chatting. So I'm going to double check it here. I'm sure people are just working. They're busy and can't chat. Yeah, Leisure's here. Sorry, Leisure. I did not know. I got so caught up in my stuff that it's not showing over here. So I'm looking. Leisure says there are a lot of people who can drink alcohol without it being a problem. Absolutely, they can. Yes. And they don't feel the need to steal horses either. So I'll go back and check that every now and again. Leisure. That's good to see you, man. Yeah. All right. Well, it turns out this guy has other problems. See, he hasn't been talking about the other stuff that he does. See, it's just obvious about the horses that he's stealing, but really that's just kind of a ruse to keep you watching over there, because while you're busy watching your horse, now he's stealing your other shit. It's not the horses. It's the stealing, which has now become a habit. The stealing is now a habit. Drunk or not, sober or drunk, does not matter at this point. We now have full-blown alcoholism. So sobriety, the definition of sobriety is this: the absence of alcohol. That is the definition of sobriety. Absence of alcohol. Well, if we have alcoholism, what do we have left? We have ism. I, self, me. And that is where the problem lies. The problem lies between these two ear holes that I have. It's called my brain, and it does not think like other people. Even when I'm out there thinking I'm doing the right thing, I watch people do it all the time. They come into the program, they get a little bit of information. Oh, I have this down now, and I'm, they don't say it, but they're thinking it. And I know, because I went through it too. Well, I'm smarter than the rest of you. I see, I didn't go down as far as you did. See, I didn't do what you did yet. See, they don't understand the yets sometimes. And they don't understand that the yets are right around the corner. And that one day, they're going to be alone with a horse they can steal. What are they going to do? See, this person has no mental defense against stealing the first horse. They don't have any mental defense against stealing anything. So what are they going to have to do? Well, they're going to have to work a program. They're going to have to be honest with themselves first, right? Yeah, the alcohol really, really helped me. Okay. It allowed me to act certain ways. It allowed me to act the way that I really wanted to fucking act. Now I know where that push pin came from, because my picture of the Joker is not hanging up. That jerk. It's always that cat, too. It's always that cat. You know what I'm going to do about it? I'm going to hang it back up. At least I found the push pin that was with it, though. That's what counts. When you have cats, you just get used to it. I don't have shelves, okay? And I know if you fill up the key is this: when you have a cat and you have shelves, you're going to want to, I know it sounds weird, but you're going to want to kind of push things to the front and make it look like the shelf is full and there's no room for them to jump up, and they won't usually. Maybe it's just I'm mean and they know they're going to get in trouble and dad's in the other room and he'll know. That might be it too. That's probably more it. All right. So beyond that, now a lot of other things have happened because of this horse stealing. You know, they've been laid out at night. They've been ignoring the wife. They've been ignoring the kids. They're coming home at odd hours, drunk, not remembering it, coming home with strange horses. The wife's got jewelry that she knows there's no way he could afford buying it, but she still has it. You know, there's indicators here, aren't there? There's indicators. All right. So that they're going to need to get honest with themselves. You know, I really, really like stealing horses. I really like it. I don't know what it is. I get a thrill. Now, what are we going to need to do in this case? We're going to need to replace that thrill with something else, or it's going to consume them. And what are we talking about? What are we working with here? We are working with a God-sized hole right smack in the middle of their intuition. And what do we need to fill it with? You think I'm going to say God, huh? Well, partially is hope. You know, I used to, what we do is then they meet somebody like me or you. Hey, you know, I used to steal horses too. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Isn't it great? Yeah, it is. But I found another way where it gives you the same thrill, but it doesn't hurt other people. You think I don't like my highs? You think I don't, you know, sure, I'm sitting at 9 years. You think I don't want to avoid my feelings? Oh, fuck it, I don't. Yeah, I do. Sure, I do. It's a reaction. It's natural for me to want to avoid my feelings. I'm an alcoholic. It's the way it is, man. So that means I intentionally confront them, and there's power in that. When I do something wrong, I confront myself, and there's power in that. It helps me become a better person. I didn't realize that my stealing the horses was causing so much. Was it really the stealing of horses, or was it the lying, the manipulating, the crying, the whining, the anger, the punching of the walls, the slamming of doors, the beating of children? I know. See, it all sounds a little ridiculous, but for us alcoholics, it's true. It's true. Sorry, I did a bad job checking chat here. Oh, it's just leisure. You're funny, dude. Thanks for taking it in stride. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Now, what are we going to need to do? All right. Well, God, please help me from stealing horses today. God, please keep me sober and away from horses today. Now, is this person going to be able to avoid horses for the rest of their life? No, horses on TV. They're in moving pictures. There are pictures of horses everywhere. Maybe they go driving through somewhere. Let's just say it's the old times and there are no cars yet. So there's horses everywhere. Everywhere he looks, there's horses. He wants to steal them. He wants to do this, but he continues not doing it. He doesn't go into the bar. Instead, he goes to an AA meeting uh or SA. He goes to HSA, which is Horse Stealers Anonymous. And he finds other people who have licked the horse stealing problem. Then he's going to have to confront that stuff, isn't he? Yep. Oh, this is why I was stealing horses. You know, I got a thrill out of it. But what was it? Well, it gave me the attention that I was kind of looking for too, and maybe it was this and that, and They were being selfish. We're not totally sure how alcoholic brains tick yet. We don't know. We know a good portion of it. All right. Then he's going to have to accept those character defects. Then he's going to need to go make amends to all the horses that he stole, to all the people that he hurt while he was doing all this. Right. See, it's the same thing for us. And then what's he going to need to do? Then he's going to need to maintain that. He's going to maintain his recovery from alcoholism and horse stealing. See, there's more to us than just drinking the alcohol. There's a shit ton of consequences, and the consequences for us as alcoholics are different than they are for non-alcoholics. The consequences are different. Now, a non-alcoholic might get a little too drunk one night, maybe get a DUI. I know, I've dated some. My first wife, I met her in AA. Okay. For her, it was literally a phase. Literally. Because when I hear people say, oh, it's just a phase, I never buy that one. I don't buy that one. But in this case, it was. And you know what she did? She went through the steps. She found a higher power. Okay. She is not alcoholic. She thought she was too. I kind of, for a little, I figured she was in AA. She must be an alcoholic. No. She's got alcohol in her fridge to this day. She doesn't drink and act like I did. All right. For her, it was a phase. She got a DUI, and that was it. That was the consequence. No more. I think she was like 21. She's like, I'm not even going. She doesn't even go to the bar anymore. She went straight to church. She found God. Now she has God in her life. Well, maybe that was supposed to happen. I don't know. I'm kind of glad it happened because I got a beautiful son out of it. Now he's married. I got another beautiful daughter and a grandson out of it. So yeah, certainly glad it happened. So alcohol was always the solution. That's where we went to solve our problems. The problem is this: it wasn't a good solution. Maybe in the beginning, we're like, yeah, I had some good times. Well, good times and solving your problems are not the same thing. Okay, you had a good time, but no, I don't hear people say, yeah, I had a lot of serenity when I was drinking. I remember those serene moments while drinking. It's because they didn't happen. Because you were drinking, and the thing is you were drinking at your problems. But the problem is this: alcohol goes to the reward center. So your anger, you were telling your brain that these were good things. Stealing horses is good. Anger is good. Being mad at these people, avoiding our feelings, these are all good things. And it's happening because it goes to our reward center. It does that for non-alcoholics, but for us, it's overwhelming. It's a freedom. And we alcoholics need freedom in our lives, or we will go crazy. And we thought alcohol gave that to us, but it turned out that we were all-time losers in the game. We thought we might have been winning at life, but everybody is on the precipice of their next yet. What's your next yet? I'll tell you what my next yet is: death by alcoholism. It's the only thing left on my list, and that is not a challenge. You do not need to get to that place. You are not required to lose your cars and your jobs and the people that are important in your life, driving off your children, isolated, being lonely, stealing horses. You don't have to do it anymore. And you're not alone in it. Now, I did this one because I see a lot of people out there that are making these videos, and they are directly blaming alcohol for their problems because they don't understand what alcoholism is yet. Okay? And I'm going to say this before I wrap up. If you are a coach, you do not have clients. You have customers. Okay? Just because you went and got a certificate somewhere. Well, you know what? I got a certificate when I got trained as a customer service representative at blah, blah company. But are those people that are calling, are those my clients or are they customers? They're customers. Until you have those words after or letters after your name, You don't have clients. Stop saying you have clients. You don't have them. You're not a professional. I know you want to be, but we alcoholics will always search for the easier, softer way. Always. And I will keep saying it. Any alcoholic without accountability is doing the wrong thing at all times. Always. Right? I've had enough of these. Oh, I got 2.5 years. Well, good for you. But you ain't even close to an expert. You can barely wipe your own ass, but good job. You don't have clients. That is a lie. A lie that you believe because somebody else told you and you refuse to take a look at the actual work. And I know because I'm one of them. I have my own stuff coming out. So I'm not one of them that I don't do that crap. Anyway, all right. I got to wrap up. I want to make sure that I have a little bit of time to get ready. Leisure says solutions don't land me in jail. Absolutely. Well, alcohol was the solution for a little while. I'm going to change that for you. Healthy solutions don't land me in jail. Sorry. He's right. I was just being particular. I apologize. I thought I was being funny and it felt more hurtful than funny. So I apologize if it came across that way. So yeah. I even got to do a 10-step before he wrapped up. See? All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. You know I do. Peace out and have a day.